Welcome to Stockholm! This is my summer guide from a local's point of view. Stockholm has been my home for 20 years and I've gotten to know the city inside and out. From the wide archipelago to the narrow alleys of Old Town, this is how I'd recommend you to spend 3 summer days in the city. With this itinerary, you'll get a vivid mix of city vibes, natural scenery and fantastic food without breaking the bank. I've also included a link in the description where you can download my itinerary plus my free bonus restaurant guide as a PDF and use it for your trip. Happy summer and have an amazing time! We are starting off today at one of my favorite brunch spots in Stockholm. This is Stockholm Brunch Club, and this is where you should go if you want an extravagant and over-the-top brunch in the city. Very tasty. I'm looking forward to the donut here on the side. And then I got pistachio pancakes right here. Pistachio is one of my absolute favorite sweet things. My fiance got these spicy eggs benedict. He likes these a lot. It's not the first time that he's ordering them. I thought that I would try the pistachio pancakes with you. I didn't think it would go that well with raspberry. That is not how they do it in Italy, which is where the pros are. It could do with a little bit more pistachio and a little bit stronger pistachio flavor. The raspberry is kind of overpowering it. We are currently on our way to our boat cruise and we realized that the weather is very Swedish today. It is nice, but it's not that nice. There are a few clouds and it is not that warm, but the skies are blue, so we're still happy. We are currently on a Stockholm sightseeing boat. It is an electric boat and it's about to take us on a tour around Stockholm. I'm really excited to show you the highlights of the central areas of Stockholm, and it is a beautiful day, so it will be a really nice tour.
This was built in the 1200s. It was meant to be a fortress to begin with. The entire Stockholm was meant to be a fortress. So if I say, how did the Vasa sink?
Botten upp!
Beautiful. We just made it from the change of the guards at the Royal Castle, and then we jumped into this pizza spot where they have the classic Swedish pizza, because you know, Italians are famous for their pizza, but the Swedish are very proud for their pizzas as well, even though they're not as famous. So we got one pizza right here. This is a Hawaii pizza. It is my favorite and there's pineapple on top. I know it's slightly controversial, but I could not resist. And then we have a Swedish kebab pizza in the next one. And that one is such a beauty because it has way more things on top, so it's a very elevated pizza. And we are sitting here in Old Town, just at the very edge of it, on the other side of the subway station, because they have arranged super nicely here with chairs. It feels like being at a beach, although we are very far from the beach. It's a very nice spot for a sunny day like this one. You can bring your own picnic here like we are, but now we have to enjoy our pizza before it gets too cold.
So We couldn't help ourselves. We are already eating. It's getting cold quickly and it's most delicious when it's piping hot. But I wanted to explain what kebab pizza is. So you have this pizza with tomato sauce and on top they put these strips of kebab meat. Then goes the garlic sauce, the spicy sauce. There are the kebab pizza, which is without the vegetables, and there's the kebab pizza special, which is with the vegetables. And I would highly recommend actually getting the vegetables. It adds that freshness to it and makes it more like a roll of kebab than anything else. That is perfection.
So we just made it back into Old Town from lunch. We're gonna take a stroll around here, enjoy the shops, maybe do a little bit of window shopping, and we might hit up a cafe or two. But it's also not the best idea because we have a big Swedish dinner coming up that I'm really excited to show you. But first, we'll do some walking around in Old Town. We are currently at Stortorgskällaren, which is one of the most popular restaurants in Gamla stan. And they have a lot of good Swedish food, so I'm excited to show you traditional culinary things that Sweden has to offer. We will start with this scampi. That is more of a Mediterranean thing. The server recommended it to us so much that we could not resist ordering it, although we plan to stick to strictly Swedish items. Wow! I'm so glad we got it. He was absolutely right. It has this strong garlic flavor, but not too overpowering, and a small chili hint as well. Make sure to order this one, you cannot miss it. I'm usually not one to eat this, but I do like it when I get the chance to try it. It's very delicious. I love the flavors and add-ons on top here. Last but not least, we got the Swedish classic toast skagen. It is essentially a regular toast with a shrimp mix topping, and then you got some Swedish style rom. So you eat it like this, with some shrimp on top, and then you pour some lemon over it. Cheers! This is a really good one. The flavors are perfectly balanced. It has this dill on top, which isn't overpowering at all. It adds a subtle hint to it. I'm here with a Swedish classic dish. It is a Wallenbergare. That is ground veal with mashed potatoes, lingonberry jam. Grab a piece of the meat, mashed potatoes on top, and then the sweet flavor of lingonberry jam. And then you eat.
It does have some similarities with Swedish meatballs. The meat has breadcrumbs, so that adds a slight hint of crispiness to it.
For variety's sake, I will be trying this dish here. So it's oxkind, which means beef cheek. This is like a Bourgogne-style dish, so it's like beef bourguignon. It also comes with this mashed potatoes here, and it has truffles in it. It's just falling apart. You don't even need a knife. That is slow cooked to perfection and very tasty. But I think we will need to add some mash and some of the sauce. Great dish. Order it.
We have reached my favorite part of the meal, which is dessert. This is an almond and cardamom cake. It also has punch ice cream on top. It has kind of an ooey gooey texture. It feels sort of like a Swedish kladdkaka, but with cardamom flavor. And this is a brownie. It has a kind of strong chocolate flavor and also slight marzipan hint. It also has this slight liquor taste. I feel like this is more of a mature dessert that older people would enjoy and that younger people would enjoy this one. I feel like these two desserts are kind of similar to each other in terms of concept, but the flavors are entirely different.
So we are currently at Caffellini, an Italian coffee spot in the heart of Old Town. And I just got myself an iced cappuccino. This is way better than an iced latte, so much more flavor. And then a pistachio croissant. These are rare to find in Sweden since it's essentially Italian. It looks really promising. Wow, I should come here more often. If I close my eyes, I can pretend like I'm in Italy.
We just made it to Flickorna Helins, which is a very classic Swedish cafe. We're going to Skansen later, which is Sweden's largest open-air museum, and that is perfect for a summer day. But first, we're here eating lunch, and we got a classic Swedish shrimp sandwich, which is one of my favorite things about Sweden. And then my fiance got his Swedish meatballs, very classic dish, also super delicious. I'm slightly jealous. I wish I could have a little bit of both. Very tasty, of course. You got a lot of shrimp, good value for money. The rye bread at the bottom is very nice quality too. There is some mayonnaise down here, but it's not too much. One of my biggest pet peeves with shrimp sandwiches is when they overload it with mayonnaise.
We have the classic Swedish meatballs. It's one of my favorites. You got the cucumbers, the lingonberry jam, and the brown sauce and the potatoes. These are like the homemade style, not the typical restaurant ones, but more like your parents would cook. Well, I would highly recommend it.
just made it to Skansen, which is Sweden's largest open-air museum, and you have a beautiful view of Östermalm and Nordiska Museet, which is one of the top-rated museums in Sweden. But we are currently going to take a look at the exhibition showing the city quarters of where people lived and how they used to live in the early 1900s in Sweden. They have a few exhibitions of that here. There are also guided tours. It is forbidden to take photos inside, so I have very little to show you from that. You're just gonna have to come here yourself and take a look. We're taking a little fika break before we go see the animals, because Skansen is not only an open-air museum, it is also a park with Nordic animals. But we're gonna have some Swedish fika first. This is a blueberry pie, one of my favorites. It is that very much grandma style that you don't really see in stores and trendy cafes much. It's really good. And then we got this Tosca cake here, which they also recommended to us. I'm gonna grab a small piece of that one too. Slightly nutty in terms of flavor, and there's also a slight vanilla hint to it. I almost like this one more. It's hard to decide, so go with both. So we just made it to Soliden, which is the site of a very famous Swedish television program that airs throughout the summer season. It is a weekly program where singers gather and also the public can gather with them and sing along, usually Swedish popular songs. It is kind of a folkfest. So everyone comes together, sings, this very happy vibe overall. So definitely make sure to watch it if you have the chance. We just made it to Le Kebab, which is one of the most popular kebab restaurants in Stockholm. Kebab is something that Swedish people love a lot. This is one of the best places for it. So this is a kebab tallrik, kebab plate is the direct translation, and this is a kebab pita, which is kebab in bread. Here we got some hummus, and here we got some fried chicken as well. So it is time to try the well-recommended kebab pita. This was the top recommendation. Okay, this one is huge. I'm gonna take the first bite. I can barely hold it, it is so big. It's such a beauty. Wow. It's dripping. It's quite a mess, but worth it. Wow, that was absolutely delicious. And the fries, they are insanely crispy. Cheers! This will be the perfect bite. This is my top recommendation. This is a place that you need to visit if you're coming to Stockholm anytime soon. You need to try out the Swedish style kebab. Cheers! We just made it to one of the most popular sunset spots in Stockholm. This is Skinnarviksberget, and while it does draw sort of a party crowd, it is well worth a visit. You can see the sunset behind me right here. It is absolutely stunning because you get so high above the regular surface level and you get this amazing view of Stockholm. And something that I like to do, especially for summer, is to bring a pizza, salad or something else to eat up here. So that is one of my top recommendations for your summer visit to Stockholm. We are currently at Mariaberget, which is my favorite viewpoint in Stockholm. I mean, look at this. It is absolutely stunning. The sun has just set and we were quite in a hurry to get here before it was completely out of the sky. It is a really popular spot, a lot of people here tonight. And you can see all the lilacs here. You can see almost all of the city, actually. And on this side we have Old Town. This is my absolute favorite area. You can see Kungsholmen on that side, and then we have Norrmalm there, Vasastan in the back, and Riddarholmen in this area. So you can see all of the city in one scene. Good morning! We are starting off today at one of the trendiest breakfast cafes in Stockholm. This is a fully vegan spot. They have a great variety of delicious brunch dishes. Today we have the avocado toast. I have their signature banana frozen yogurt. I'm really excited to try this. And then I saw that a lot of people are picking this one up, so I wanted to try this as well. After this we are going to go to Stadshuset, which is one of the most notable sites in Stockholm. So I'm excited to take you there. First we are going to eat before this melts. It's like banana ice cream, very tasty. Very flavorful. This is a matcha lemonade. It's not that sweet, but very good. And then I'm gonna try this. This was even better. Highly recommend coming here. Cheers!
We are starting off the day at Stockholm City Hall, also known as Stadshuset. It is a beautiful and iconic building in the city center of Stockholm. The gardens here are pretty stunning too, and it is a popular tourist activity to come here. You can also go inside and see Blåhallen, which hosts a lot of public events. It is a very nice spot to relax, but we're gonna go somewhere that is a bit more of a hidden gem. We are gonna go for burgers. So the main reason that we're here are the burgers, and this place is super famous for them. This is their garlic burger. I've never tried this before, but I'm really excited to do so. But I thought that we would do this together. So these are cheese fries with chili. I heard that they are pretty spicy, but we will try. So these are really good. The cheese add-on, definitely worth it. Highly recommend them. Let's now go for the... Wow, that became very spicy. Let's now go for the burger. I will show you a close-up. It is the best kind of burger.
It's a smash burger, right?
It is. I also like the bread. It is really soft. It feels like one of those cornbreads. And the actual meat is also really delicious. It is not too spicy. The burger is very moist, and they also have vegetarian options and vegan ones. But I highly recommend this place if you want to visit a nice burger spot in the middle of the city that has more of a casual vibe, and you'll get to sit outside too, which is lovely on a day like this. Cheers. Back in Humlegården after a quick pit stop at one of my favorite cafes. This cafe is called Tössebageriet, and we picked up a very special cake. So come closer and we will unpack this together. This is a Swedish princess cake, so it has marzipan on top, whipped cream inside, a sponge cookie bottom, and there's also some raspberry jam inside. It is a very classic Swedish pastry. It has been around for as long as I can remember. It is deeply ingrained in Swedish history. I thought that we would try it together. It is very creamy, very soft flavors. You can definitely taste the raspberry jam inside as well. I think this is a must try when you are visiting Sweden because it is so Swedish. The flavor combination I think it's pretty good. Usually this is more of a cake that my parents go for all the time. They get this with all the birthdays and everything, so I'm pretty tired of it usually. But this place, Tössebageriet, is really known for their princess cake. I really enjoyed it.
We're just making a quick stop as we are walking home from dinner, and I wanted to show you how bright it is outside still at this hour. I think it is 9:30 or so, and we still got this bright blue sky. It is very unique for Stockholm and for Scandinavia in general, because in the winter it is super dark. I mean, it gets dark at 2:30, but in the summer it basically never gets dark. So that's why it's still so bright outside. Super beautiful.
I hope you enjoyed this video and my suggestions for your Stockholm trip. Don't forget to download the itinerary PDF with my additional restaurant tips as a free bonus. Make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions for your own Stockholm trip in the comments. Happy travels!